Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm back once again for some more Pokemon live recordings. Happy New Year to all of you. It's been a pretty long time, and I'm glad to be back for some SPL games. Actually, I think the last time I recorded was during the Snake Draft, and it's an appropriate time to be back for this game. Very hyped SM Ultra Sun and Moon battle between ABR and Cdumas. The two of them teamed up in the same on the same team, the Bushmasters on the in Snake Draft, and they both had exceptional records. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how they fare against each other in the first week of SPL. Pretty excited, and really cool to see ABR bring Aurora Whale, Ninetales. I actually haven't seen that in a while. It's a pretty cool team, and as far as I know, I've heard a lot that Cdumas usually got his teams from ABR during Snake Draft. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how he fares without that. So we see a Tapu Lele lead from Cdumas versus a Landorus with ABR. Expecting probably a switch from ABR right now, because assuming that's the rocker for, it probably definitely is the rocker for ABR. So I don't think he'd want to let Landorus get weakened so early in the game. Probably maybe go to Magirna here. Cdumas has got a pretty nice team as well, with also Rocks, Landorus. Trying to see trapping ability. Magnezone doesn't really seem that useful in this game according to me. Maybe against Thundurus, but I suppose they run Focus Blast or something. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good time. I've been taking a really long break from Pokemon. Not really had the motivation to play too much. It's been fun. Just not been playing and just like taking the sidelines. I don't think I've not played for so long. I think the last tournament I actually played in was Grand Slam, where I really tried hard, and from then I've just been on sidelines. So it's been almost like 6 months, I guess. It's pretty cool. Probably less than 6 months, but it's been a long time. SPL is pretty interesting. There are a lot of good matchups already in the first week as well. I think the competition is really high. The teams are really well stacked against each other. There's no clear best team in the tournament right now. Every team seems to be as potent as the other. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how these teams fare until mid-season. And yeah, I'm pretty curious to see how that works. Oh, so ABR stays in, and he gets hit with a Guardian of Ola for 74. Very interested to see that he stayed in. I'm kind of surprised, but that EQ damage kind of makes me feel that it's probably offensive rocks or something. And I guess he does not want to get his rocks up in this game, because yeah, I mean, that's really interesting decision from him. I mean, yeah. But that's pretty interesting that I don't think I've ever seen a Guardian of Alola Tapu Lele. Pretty cool. Didn't really expect that. But yeah, ABR is gonna perish to the ABR's Landorus is gonna perish to the Tapu Lele right now unless he decides to switch out, which he probably might. So a very interesting decision to stay in. I guess he probably calced and Landorus it was EV to live a Psychic or something. But I'd be pretty surprised if an offensive Landorus would live Specs Psychic. However, it's Strike Shock and he decides to sack it. I guess considering the offensive nature of ABR's team, the fact that it's Aurora Whale, he's probably going to try to set up and whatnot. And I guess getting damage on Tapu Lele probably helps him have a chance with like sweeping with like Zygarde or something, because assuming it's DD or whatnot, I'm not really sure. But getting the priority Mon out of the way, the Mon that cancels priority, probably would help him. But I guess only Zygarde on his team has priority with extreme speed. Maybe I was just looking to set up, I figure, because definitely this Mon's faster than Tapu Lele. I swear my Pokemon memory is so poor right now because I haven't played in so long. But I'm pretty sure it is faster. Goes to Toxapex. I guess Cdumas going to try to get Toxic Spikes, would probably benefit him a lot in this game, to be honest, because except Thundurus, everything is grounded, so it gets toxic, then they're all put on a timer. So yeah, Cdumas actually looking like he's looking in a very good position right now. He gets to save a Tapu Lele as well, so it's looking pretty strong for him. I'm interested to see how ABR comes out of this. Ooh, that's very interesting. I haven't seen that before. I don't think that's very common on Ninetales, but that's very cool. Now through that now none of the Mons will get toxic from Safeguard. Basically, Safeguard prevents anything from getting status as long as it's on. So I don't know if there's an item. I actually don't know that if there's an item that extends this, but not really sure. But for sure, through this, he's gonna be able to pivot into whatever he wants and set up. And then probably like once the safeguard wears off, he could probably switch back into line kill and set it up. So it's looking like a really interesting situation now. ABR definitely had a nice trick up his sleeve. I'm very interested to see how this game's gonna progress now. I mean, the Zygarde, I would expect Zygarde pretty much kills everything on Cdumas' team except the Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu kind of hardballs that thing. So I don't know what ABR is gonna plan to sweep with. Thundurus looks like a pretty big threat, honestly. If it's Nasty Plot, like he doesn't really have much on his team. I don't really see any Scarf Mon, maybe Magnezone possibly, but nothing really fares well against that Pokemon. So, and obviously we have Magearna, the big threat, like which always has sweeping capabilities. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the two of these decide to use. Oh, Hypnosis! Wow, that's great for ABR. Not even bad, because now ABR gets doesn't even lose a sleep turn because it's Magearna directly switching to Hypnosis. So it's gonna like lose his first sleep turn this turn. So it's looking really good for him. And he directly goes on Thundurus. So now he's burnt one sleep turn. So now Cdumas has a chance of waking up, but it's still looking pretty good for ABR. And the Thundurus is definitely a huge threat, especially since Magearna, since it's leftovers, but Magearna is pretty bulky. But however, it being asleep basically means that Thundurus could probably wreak havoc right now because there's no proper check for it on Cdumas' team unless that's Scarf Magnezone, which is not a switch in obviously. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens now. And I'm curious as to what set ABR is running. What's his Z move Pokemon? If it's Magearna, Zygarde, Bulu. I don't think it would be Z Thundurus, but that would be pretty cool if it is. Never seen that before. So I'm expecting Nasty Plot, but I don't know if he's Life Orb or not because Life Orb obviously like basically kills you faster, and with Hail and Life Orb damage, it probably won't be able to sustain itself for too long. So I'm not pretty sure what it would be, but we're gonna find out right now. It is definitely Nasty Plot, which is cool, and he gets the first turn Wake, which is really unfortunate for ABR. Honestly, it's kind of sucks. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, like I mean, it's odds anyway. So yeah, now it's gonna be interesting to see the damage, and it's also leftovers Thundurus, which is pretty cool, honestly. Expected. It's cool. It's cool to see that ABR chose the more defensive item instead of opting for more damage. But now it also ensures that he does not get 2 KO'd unless for a crit. So that's not too bad for ABR, I guess. But he is definitely. I think without that wake up, ABR will be in a much better position. Obviously now Cdumas has got some control in his favor again. Magearna is definitely gonna live any hit for sure. He directly just goes into Magnezone. Interesting, do it KO'd. But I assume this would be Scarf. I want to believe it is Scarf, unless he just decides to sack it. It might not be Scarf. If it's not Scarf, then he can maybe just play some mind game. Maybe go to Landorus right now. It is indeed Scarf. Pretty cool. Now I don't know if he's gonna go to Landorus or not. It's gonna be interesting because then he also burns an Aurora Veil turn. So if Cdumas can get the mind games right, he can definitely put ABR in a very he can have the upper hand right now. He's gonna get that turn right. Ooh, very interesting. Incinerate. Okay, cool. So he's got that that move to basically hit both Landorus and Magnezone. So yeah, he gets some nice damage off, and there's definitely no way this is Scarf. So I think Cdumas has to pick something for sure. Something definitely is gonna end up dying before. In fact, actually, this Mon's a huge threat because it's gonna get leftovers and recovery every single. Oh, it's also Scarf Landorus. Very interesting. So. Actually, why did he not choose to Stone Edge if that's Scarf? Maybe he doesn't have it, I'm not really sure. But yeah, the leftovers actually is really annoying because he's going to get really less damage right now, and until the Aurora Wheel wears off, he's not going to be able to kill it. But yeah, I think now he can ensure the KO with Thunderbolt. So yeah, he ended up sacking Tapu Lele. So yeah, pretty important pretty important sack actually from ABR at the end of the day. So he's able to sack Tapu Lele, but able to keep Landorus and Magnezone both alive, which are both Scarf, I assume. Unless ABR is somehow slow Thundurus, which I don't really understand. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Wolf Switch actually ends up killing it. So, yeah, my bad. I thought Thunder, it didn't kill, my bad. I did, what, 24? Yeah, it definitely kills. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see how ABR progresses from here. He's been able to get some chips, and Landorus chip also helps him maybe have a chance with Zygarde, but I honestly thought that ABR's best bet to win this game would be with Thundurus. But now that that's dead, I guess he'd be looking at possibly a Magirna sweep. The Scarf Magnezone is definitely a threat because it can get so much damage off on everything. Except Zygarde, it can get damage off on Tapu Bulu. Flash Cannon does a lot of damage. Magirna also takes a lot of damage from any hit. So, yeah, I mean, the leftovers Magirna still have full health, so that's also going to be really annoying because it pretty much lives any hit. I think the combination of Bulu plus Magirna is really annoying for ABR to break through, so I don't know if he's going to be able to do that this game. Very curious to see how it's going to pan out. I would, since it's Scarf Landorus, I don't think ABR can go to Ninetales right now. I don't know if it even lives a hit. I probably might. Actually, I'm not really sure. I don't know about the calcs, but it might, it may not. But I don't know. Maybe the best play for ABR is to go to Tapu Bulu. But then he gets trapped in the. But then he's basically in a bad position anyway because it's a free U-turn for Cdumas, and he can probably switch into like maybe Magirna or something. So yeah, it depends on his set. So it's gonna be interesting to see how ABR is, because ABR definitely has the bottom hand right now. He's gonna have to make some really good plays to get out of the situation. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he does that. I actually said that phrase a lot. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does this and how the game pans out. I guess that's like my go-to phrase. I haven't done a commentary in a while, so this is kind of weird. And I'm also not in my usual room. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm at my parents' place. Usually I'm in my dorm in university, so that's cool. That's cool. It's not bad. First time doing this, starting the new year off in a different way. Alright, he does go to Bulu at the end, and I'm definitely expecting a U-turn right now from Cdumas. And U-turn into possibly Magirna. Because nothing else, Landorus doesn't really have any other moves to hit Tapu Bulu, honestly. So maybe ABR is going to SD, I'm not really sure. It's possible. That did really less damage, not bad, not bad. I'm expecting an SD right now because I don't think Cdumas is going to go to Magnezone right now and risk getting hit and dying. So SD kind of, if he does have SD, I think it's a pretty safe move right now. And SD actually would be pretty good for him because he could probably going to end up getting 1 or 2 more kills. With the grassy terrain up as well, depending on what the Bulu's item is, he can probably cancel out the poison damage. If it's leftovers, then the poison damage cancels out. If it's not leftovers, then he's probably going to take some damage. It could be Z-move. Yep, he does end up SDing. No leftovers, so he ends up taking 6%, which is not too bad. I think it's probably going to be Z-move. I would expect it. And it's probably set up, not Dragon Dance, but maybe like Coil, possibly. Not really sure. Or it is Dragon Dance with like 2 attacks, probably something different. I think he's going to end up sacking his thing over here. Oh, never mind. That was a great play by Cdumas. Very, very good play. I think that probably gives him a huge advantage over ABR, because not only is the Z move wasted, Landorus still ends up living, gets up rocks as well, and now Magnezone can definitely clear the Bulu out. So I think Cdumas is definitely in the position to end this game right now. Not end the game, but like definitely like close the game out. The Bulu hard counters Zygarde, so if he goes to Zygarde right now, he has to probably predict the Bulu coming in or get the double right. So for ABR to win from here, because now if he goes to Zygarde, he also gets poisoned, so the whole point of Safeguard will be useless as well. So for ABR to win from here, he's gonna definitely have to make some really good plays. Probably something like get up the Aurora Whale, then put something to sleep, and probably get like a few turns of sleep, something like that. It's gonna be pretty hard. ABR's gonna have to get some luck. I really think Cdumas has got the advantage right now. That Z move switching to Landorus was great. He was able to predict the item correctly, and it really, really helped him. Both of them are pretty low on timer, which is pretty cool. He does not actually elect to go to Zygarde, he goes to Magirna, and I assume this is also going to be a setup sweeper. Don't know if it's leftovers or not, but it's definitely going to be some setup mon, probably shift gear or something. I don't know if it's got sweeping capabilities because it's leftovers Magirna. If it's his own Magirna leftovers as well, it probably can possibly take it on. But I honestly wouldn't be able to tell what the item is on this team. Oh, I think that definitely seals the game. That kind of sucks for ABR. It's definitely over now. Even though he's able to, it is leftovers actually, and he's able to get back some health. But I think without the crit, he could have been able to set up more. Because I think it's probably Calm Mind since he's got no Z. He's Z move Tapu Bulu, so it's probably Calm Mind Magirna. But with that crit, ABR is just gonna be able to get 1 Calm Mind off instead of 2. And oh, the timer is going low. Yep, he is indeed Calm Minds. It's probably Bolt Beam, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam, and I don't think it's gonna do able to kill unless he crits or paras. Yep, Hazes comes in, so Toxapex will end up perishing right now if he T-Bolts, but that damage was kind of bad for ABR. I mean, I don't know how big of a difference it's gonna make, especially since it's probably gonna end up setting up, but it's definitely gonna have some impact for sure. So let's see. Maybe not actually, because I mean he's just gonna end up setting up and recovering back to full, and I think the cycle is gonna continue. Pex will die to T-Bolts from this range. Yeah, so can ABR potentially win? I mean, I don't want to say no, but it depends on Cdumas' Bulu as well, because at the end of this encounter between Toxapex and Magearna, the Magearna won't be able to have any boosts because it's going to be hazed every single time. So I assume he's probably going to Cdumas is probably going to opt to let Toxapex perish, or not. He just goes into it right now, which is pretty interesting as well. I mean, I'm kind of surprised he did that, but the Scarf Magnezone, right? So he's going to do less damage right now. He's going to do 34. Shift Gear comes out, and I think ABR is going to go for another, what do you call it? Calm Mind. Is he? Calm Mind. After Calm Mind is going to do... He's not actually. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Because, oh my god, it's over. But yeah, I mean, he couldn't go for another Calm Mind because Magnezone wouldn't die to T-Bolt afterwards. But with that crit, the game's kind of sealed now. The Zygarde is hard-walled by Tapu Bulu. So I do not see a way for ABR to win this game. That kind of sucks, bro. Because I think he still had a chance. I don't really know how the game would have gone down. I don't know what the Magearna would have been able to do, since it was also leftovers. I don't know if it would have been able to potentially kill the Magearna or not. But I mean, you play your odds out, right? You don't want to like know that you couldn't have won that game or you didn't have a chance. Okay, so cool. He sets up the Safeguard obviously, but I'm expecting. Interesting turn, because obviously ABR can switch to Zygarde here, but he chooses not to. He just ends up staying in, which is just cool, I guess. He's gonna go for whatever setup move he has, but I do not see, unless it's the Iron Tail Zygarde, I do not see this being a win for ABR. It's looking really hard. Oh, wow, CTC came back for this game. What do you know? USC people always. Yeah, I mean, I do not see an Iron Tail. If it's Coil especially, I just don't see it. If he somehow has it, that'd be pretty cool. A Tech ABR set. Because right now everything does die to 1,000 arrows. This dies. I mean, somehow, if Magearna lives, I'll be really shocked, but I really don't think that's going to happen. Oh, it ended up living. That's crazy. Well, good game then. That's actually pretty shocking. What do you know? But yeah, actually, that was a pretty good game, I'd say. It would be interesting to see how the game would go down if ABR ended up not getting crit. But I think Cdumas had it nonetheless, and interesting, very good performance from him. The switch from Landers was very clutch. And yeah, I hope I can bring you guys more games. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.